you wanna live the dream, you've gotta stumble and fall. Get up, stand tall. You gotta hold on tight. Keep loving your sight. You've gotta dream to live if you wanna live the dream. You've gotta dream to live if you wanna live the dream.
And there you have Live the Dream by our next guest, Debbie Nunn. Hello, Debbie. Come on in here.
Hello, how are you?
Doing fine, thank you. How are you doing? A little late at night over there for you.
Yeah, but I'm always up late, to be honest.
Well, you know,
I'm always busy.
it's one of those things that you almost have to be a music artist. You've got to be a night person to some degree because you do a lot of gigs late at night, and I can understand that completely. And we're so happy to have you here with us, and thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to talk with us and share your music. Now, the song we just played, Live the Dream, that was released in June, was it not?
That's right, yes. Yeah, it was released in June, and we've had a wonderful response. And I think it's because it, touches people's hearts in the way that if you've got a dream, follow it through, whatever that is, whether you want to be a nurse, a doctor, fly to space, whatever that dream is, never give up on your dreams and just follow them.
I think that that's one of the reasons that it's been a very popular song. It also has a definite commercial sound to it without betraying the country sound. It's a good mixture of a commercial pop country sound, and it has one heck of a hook, as you were saying. The Live the Dream is a great hook. Did you write that yourself?
Yes, I did. Yes, I wrote that along. I co-wrote that with my writing partner, Spencer J. We do like a good hook, something that you can remember. What's always important to me when you're writing a song, first of all, is the emotion of the song, the feeling that you get when you listen to the song, and even when I'm writing the lyrics, that's always really important to me, that it comes from the heart. And and another first is to make sure that it's got a great hook. That for me, when I listen to a song, I like the fact that it's something that you listen to once and you don't forget it, type of thing. So that's how I try to write, that you just remember the song almost immediately. Fingers crossed.
And it has a great musical sound to it. The tune catches your ear, kind of an earbug. It'll stick with you, and you can find yourself humming the song as you're, going about your daily routine. John Bon Jovial, what's your take on that?
Well, I really like the song, first of all, Debbie, and welcome to the show. It's great to have you on with us.
Thank you, John.
But the thing that really caught my attention about the song was the fullness of the production. You guys have really put a lot of thought and work and effort into the production of this song, and it really shows. I handle a lot more of the technical end of things, along with our engineer Nick Rogers, but these are the kinds of things that I pay attention to, and I was very impressed with just the fullness and the body of the song. And so I guess what I would want to know is, what is the thought process that you and your engineering team go through when you're trying to create an original sound and have it really jump out and grab somebody?
Well, firstly, the actual musicianship is from Nashville. So we went out to Nashville and recorded all the music there, and then we brought it back to the UK and produced the actual song itself. So I wanted to get the great, instrumentation of the Nashville musicians, which I think are wonderful, by the way.
Oh, they
I
are.
think that, we've got
and
great
it shows,
UK
too.
art. Yeah, and we've got, great UK musicians as well. But we just wanted to get an authentic sound, And then we bring it back here to the UK, and that's where all the production and vocals, backing vocals, are done here from the UK in our studios, Honeybee Studios.
Okay. What kind of music? What kind of music did you grow up listening to? What are your favorites as you've grown up in life? Not necessarily songs, particular songs, but what are the styles that you love and maybe want to emulate?
Well, I've listened to lots of different types of music. So my dad used to listen to country and various artists. So, and as well, I love musicals. So I used to love like the Shirley Temple films and Sound of Music. So the sentimental movies, musical movies. So I've got quite a wide range, and I love reggae music. I love rock music. So I'm quite influenced by lots of types of different music. I love Dolly Parton, Miranda Lambert. So I'm quite, I've got huge influences from all types of genres. And I don't know whether that shows through the music, but yeah.
Is there a genre that you want to be known by? When somebody thinks of you, they think of what kind of music?
Country music.
Okay.
That's really where my heart lies, yeah. So when I was younger, my dad used to listen to lots of different country artists, which I didn't know. When you're growing up, you don't realise it's country music that you're listening to. Mm-hmm. So you're not putting things in it. To me, it was just music that I was listening to. And my mum introduced me to Patsy Cline. She bought her album for me and said, I think, you should listen to this lady. So I also listened to Patsy Cline, lots of different artists, Dolly Parton, the 9 to 5 movie when I first saw that.
Right.
I was like, wow, this is fantastic. I saw that from watching it on Sky, basically. It's not Doris Day. I love Doris Day. So there's all types of music and artists that I love.
That's a good thing, and you mentioned having come over here to Nashville, which I think it contributed greatly to the sound you have on "Live the Dream." It was a great choice on your part, and it proved its worth in the product that you came out with. But since you have done that, let me ask you the obvious next question: are you planning to come over here and do some dates in the States?
Yes. Yeah, that's on the cards. We're looking to tour. Everything is possible. So it's preparing and getting things ready. At the moment, we're still in the studio working on some more new releases that we're planning on, some singles that we're hoping to put out. We haven't got a date as of yet, but we're working towards that as well. And videos and lots of different things that we've got. I've got lots of dreams. That's what it is.
That's a good thing. That is a very good thing, because out of dreams, reality is born, and you find your dream, you follow it, and that's how you move forward, how you achieve, and you have achieved quite well. It's obvious now. Your next song, you already have one that has just come out. You were talking about future releases that you have in the works. You have one that just came out the end of September, which we're going to be playing here in just a few minutes. Tell us about about how "Gotta Get Away" came to be.
Well, it was winter here, and it was a lot of dark evenings, and the weather was wet, and it just came into my head, gotta get away, and things were crazy, and like I say, the phone was bleeping and the emails were going through.
Sure.
And I just put pen to paper, and that's how that song came about, because sometimes life can get a little crazy. So the "Gotta Get Away," the lyrics are all about when life gets a bit crazy, but you got to get away, but you must always remember your blessings. That's what the song is about. Never forget your blessings, but sometimes you just got to get away.
Absolutely, absolutely. As I said, we're going to play that for the folks in just a few minutes. But before we let you go, a couple of other questions, and
Okay.
you've already answered a couple of them. One, do you have an album coming in the future?
Yeah, that's something that we're planning on. That will probably be next year sometime. That's the plan. We're planning on, there's lots of songs. We've got a catalogue of songs because we're always writing. We're always in the studio writing. This morning I wrote a song, so that they're always there. So yeah, there'll be an album and albums, fingers crossed, coming out. So yeah, there's lots of plans there. And now, obviously, I do like a radio show, and this weekend on the Sunday, I do my radio show, which is lunchtime, 12 till 2 p.m. And people tell me that they cook their roasts while listening to,
awesome.
to the radio
There you
show.
go.
Yeah, Debbie does country. And on there I play all types of music because I love all types of country, whether that be bluegrass, old country, new country. I believe there's a great song in every kind of decade genre,
Sure.
type of country. So, and they're all handpicked by myself as well. And we've had really good success with that it's being played around. And I think from deluxeradio.co.uk. So, so I'm just having a great time. And that was another dream that I had. I used to listen to the radio a lot when I was younger. I'd have my ear to the radio and listen to all my favourite songs and, things like that. And I don't know why, I would always sit with my ear very close to the speaker, and I'd pick out all the instruments and the harmonies and how the person was singing the song. So I was always into quite detail.
Yeah,
and my mum would just let me sit there.
You were definitely a student of the music, and that's
yes, I love music.
Definitely has to have been an advantage for you in getting into it to the degree that you are now. Are you touring at all over in the UK or Europe?
Yeah, at the moment I do some like private events. The weekend just gone, I was at someone's birthday party. They hired me for their birthday party. So I kind of do all different types of venues and things like that. But at the moment we're just in talks with people to do a tour. So fingers crossed that you know how it is. I don't want to promise anything until it's all signed and sealed.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
I can respect that. But I am also looking forward to the fact that you say you do have a possible album in the works, and that would definitely be a good excuse for you to come back on the show and play a few tracks for us.
Oh yes, 100%, and we'll always let you know when the new music's out as well. 100%, yeah.
Definitely, if you get us a copy, we'll be sure and share it with the listeners as well. And we've had we do basically all genres of music on the show. Although we haven't had any jazz and we haven't had any opera on here. But boy, we've had just about everything else, including country. We've got the Oak Ridge Boys. Joe Bonsall stops by frequently, and as a matter of fact, he was on last week's show. And, we had, you mentioned bluegrass, the Smith Sisters Bluegrass, two lovely ladies who do some great, I want to say contemporary bluegrass. It's not, it's not pop rock, but it's bluegrass, not your granddaddy's bluegrass, but it is bluegrass, and they do a beautiful job. There's some great music. We do cover just about all types of music at one time or another on here, and I have been really amazed at the popularity of what Americans kind of consider their own music, country music, the popularity and growth of it in your country, in the UK, in Europe, and the Bellamy's